Ginebra and Northport have a long history together, as some of the players seeing action in this game have spent time playing on the other side. However, the biggest story in this matchup will be between two players who have swapped teams in the offseason, Greg Slaughter and Christian Standhardinger. As always, the game that precedes a big trade will be a good gauge on who won the swap. Slaughter wants to make a big statement against his former team, but Standhardinger is also looking to show Ginebra did not make a mistake in getting him in that trade. Good afternoon, Philippines. Welcome to our game. Barangay Ginebra up against Northport Batang Pier. Anthony Suday here together with Vince the Prince Hizon. And there you see those two players I was talking about swapping teams.
Yeah, I love the way we started this game out. Who won the swap? I want to know too, because this is going to be a fun game. These two guys who had storied careers at their respective teams are going to go head to head.
Now you can take a look at both these squads with the same record at 1 and 2. So with a win here, they're going to move slightly further up in the standings, tying Alaska and NLEX. But more importantly, you don't want to lose because you don't want to fall out of the top 8.
Yeah, top
because
8.
Bottom 4 are out.
They're goners, and in a single round robin, it's a quick tournament. So you gotta find your bearings quick and get on your winning ways early. The guys who don't do it too late, it might be too late. You might not get into that top 8.
Let's check out the numbers here, yes. As we can take a look at Barangay Ginebra. The last time out, they lost in the Manila Classic.
Yeah, I actually covered that game as well. And, you know, I just gotta say, Ginebra played okay. Not bad, but just not good enough to win against a very strong Magnolia team, and some guys in their roster were just playing gangbusters. You know, I could name names, but let's just start with the player of the week, PBA player of the week, Ian Sangalang. He was just all over the place and pretty much neutralized the inside, behemoths and pogo sticks of Barangay Ginebra. So let's see if Ginebra's bigs can bounce back today.
There on your screens, Christian Standhardinger. Obviously, he was used differently in Northport than he is here in Barangay Ginebra.
Absolutely. You know, they're not, for me, looking for his points as much as his big points as much as they used to, but his role is different. He's, as compared to what he did in Northport. If you look at his stats in the last game, 11 points, 13 rebounds. I'm sorry, this is the averages. To average more rebounds when you're already averaging, double digits in points, that's something. So he's just taking up a lot of space. He's making the right decisions. I actually like the way he's playing right now, and he's very, very solid. It's definitely a different Christian.
But it's added to the higher firepower and the ceiling as far as Barangay Ginebra San Miguel is concerned. Still popping, of course, we've got Stanley Pringle.
Stan the man. This is a guy who, obviously is one of the most prolific, explosive players we have in the PBA. And you look at what he does. He's like half man, half running back. I mean, the way he goes to the basket, he's got such agility. He can really hold that ball well. Like a football player practically. We can look at his numbers against Magnolia, still popping. 22 points, 9 out of 21 from the field, 7 reebs. And 6 assists, and he can score against anyone, no matter how well you think you might have prepared for him or defended him. And he's just one of the best players that we have in this league right now.
On the other side of the coin, talking about Northport, their last game also coming off a loss. That one though was very close. A nail biter and a big shot from Arwin Santos did them in.
It was a last-second shot by Arwin that made it happen. I thought it was going to go to overtime, and they had the shot. Northport had the shot to send it to OT, possibly win it. But that just proves that they still can play with those big boys. The San Miguel team is obviously a loaded team, and you look at the numbers; they're virtually the same, almost in points, almost in assists, practically in turnovers, and bench points was where San Miguel really had their way. But Northport, especially Greg Zilla, were really getting it done in a big way, especially inside.
We talked about Greg Zilla, Greg Slaughter. A lot of his fans have been waiting for him to come back after being in the United States for quite a while. He trained there, much ballyhoo about the added part to his game, and lo and behold, that's what he showed the last time out.
He was a totally different Greg. As in, I will say, is this his brother or something? 23 points, 17 boards. That's all you got to say. And his first ever career 3-point made. So after that long absence, his return is really a shot in the arm for Northport, Batang Pier. And you know, I started actually a dunk count because he was getting, you know, dunks left and right,
yes,
including reverse dunks and all kinds of different. He's really playing the way we all thought he could in the first place. So it's a big return for Greg Slaughter.
What about for Robert Bolick? All around goodness for this man, from start to finish, overall brilliance.
Yes, he's had his moments, especially against the Beermen the other day. And, you know, he's had them for a long time against the Beermen, even in his rookie year. Another solid performance from Bolick. You know, Bolick will surely go into this game against Ginebra with a lot of drive, as he knows they need his numbers and him at his best for them to have a chance. Look at those very solid numbers: 19 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals, and just all-around goodness for Mr. Bolick. Always licking his chops when he sees defenders.
We've set up the match, our third and final. This coming Friday, it's a dandy. Coming up next, right after this break, it's Barangay Ginebra San Miguel up against Northport, Batang Pier.
Good afternoon, mga PBA, and welcome to our third game. Let us meet the starting lineups of the protagonists. First, from the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Starting at center from Sasmuan, Pampanga, number 25, Japet Aguilar. At forward from Angono, Rizal, number 34, Christian Standhardinger. At forward from Bacolod City, number 16, Jeff Chan. At guard from Cagayan Valley, number 11, Stanley Pringle. And also at guard from Nasugbu, Batangas, number 5, L.A. Tenorio. Head coach of Barangay Ginebra is Tim Cone. And now let's meet the starting five of your Northport Batang Pier. Starting at guard from Ormoc City, number 8, Robert Bolick. Also at guard from San Miguel, Manila, number 6, Jarek Balanza. And forward from Pampanga, number 3, Jamie Malonzo. Also at forward from Imos Cavite, number 7, Sydney Onwubere. And at center from Cebu, number 24, Greg Slaughter. Head coach of the Batang Pier is Pido Harencho. Game officials on.
With Tenorio, Pringle, Standhardinger, Chan, Aguilar, Balanza, Bolick, Slaughter, Malonzo, and Onwubere on the other side for Northport. We have saved the best for last this Friday evening, as we have the tip-off. This tip-off brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Once again, both teams with identical records. And here we go. Familiar faces as foes.
Edwin Onwubere joins the fray here. One of the players Northport really tried to get during the offseason. And here comes Malonzo expanding his game.
I really, really like his upside. He's athletic, he's a dead shot, he's fearless, and he's young. That's a great combination.
Pringle will attack, kick it out. Jeff Chan for 3.
Greg Zilla just swapping that down. Again, looking so much more light on his feet.
And it's always been well documented, Vince, the fact that when a player is traded away from his team, he wants to come back and show that they made a mistake. And coming off that championship with Barangay Ginebra, Stanley Pringle, of course, led the charge there, but when you look at Slaughter, he was saying, hey, you're letting me go when I'm supposed to be your man in the middle together with Japet and Pringle and L.A. Tenori in the backcourt.
Well, he's definitely a load down there, and he doesn't look like he has any types of injuries or anything, because that's what plagued him for some time. He looks very mobile, agile, and he's added range to his game. Again, he took a few threes and made one in the last game.
Alonso's going to miss that medium range shot. 4-0 here for Northport. Jeff Chan. Christian with the jumper. Blocked there. And here comes Slaughter on the defensive end as well.
Greg Zilla all over the place. I'm sure Ginebra fans are like, where was he when he was with us? Right?
Can you imagine how much more of a potent squad we would have had if he was that active defensively?
You know, again, it's just the way it is. As we see Greg carving up some space there, moving Christian Stan Hardinger, who's not an easy guy to move, creating that extra space so he can get that shot. It's a miscue on the pass there. Turnover for Northport.
Well, for Barangay Ginebra still to get on the board here, Vince. Why not go to Pringle? He can create on his own.
There's a guy who can score it. Definitely. LA, the general. When in doubt, give it to the grizzled vet who knows exactly what to do.
Onwebere can hit that shot.
He can.
He does.
You know, in the last game, he started to hit a few, but then he started to hesitate. And it took Coach Pido Horencio to say, hey, when you're open, shoot the ball. And I was laughing because I said, I've never had a coach having to tell me that, because even if I'm not open, I'm shooting the ball. But Onwebere is a guy that you didn't expect to do what he's doing. He's really improved on his craft.
Well, he did so well when he was in the NCAA. And here, expanding his game. And that's a product of the way they run their offense. That's why he's free inside. Bolick.
Bolick licking his chops once again. Although you'd never know it because that mustache is hiding it.
That's a good point.
That is the biggest mustache I think I've seen in the PBA. Have you seen a bigger one?
And you're talking about the entire history, huh?
I remember. Look at Greg.
Another
Greg.
block shot. Christian, no. Malonzo with the rebound.
Greg. That is the new and improved second block for Greg Zilla. So Pizzo. Again, a totally different look from Mr. Slaughter.
Trying to bring it in. Onwebere. Short. Bounce pass finds Japet. Japet's going to be called for the charge.
Actually, he doesn't like it because you know, he thought he was just going to the basket, but because he's a big, it's so much. It takes so much more to put on the brakes, if you know what I mean. And when he went down for that ball, he lowered his right shoulder and it just landed straight into the chest, the middle of the chest of the defender. So the refs called that an offensive.
The offense of Barangay Ginebra just is not flowing yet.
Not yet. Not yet. We know it will. We know Coach Tim will tinker. And will they? That's tough. Those are tough. That happened actually in the last game as well. Bolick got charged, or got called for a charge when he did a sidestep, and he felt he did the same there. We can get our first look at Prince. Caporal, the gutsy shooter, with the best number on the planet.
Did he choose 12 because of you?
No, I didn't say that. I just like that number.
Because he is.
No, but
Prince Caporal.
Prince has some amazing, amazingly feathery touch. You know, for a big guy at his height, 6'7", 6'8", he can hit the 17, 18-foot shots with ease, and he proved that a couple games ago.
Northport want to talk things over, despite the fact that they're up here by 6. 7:26 to go here in the first period. As we bring you this timeout, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Welcome back to the action here at the Inara Sports Arena in Pasig. So the game between Barangay Ginebra San Miguel up against Northport Batang Pier. Both these squads with 1 win, 1 loss in their card. Anthony Sudar together with Vince the Prince, he's on. And suited up is Sean Anthony.
Yeah, I think he had a slight calf strain in the last game, so wasn't getting any TikTok, and Coach Tito Herencia just wanted to rest him a bit so he can really get into full health.
And the kid you are so high on,
hey,
Jamie Malonzo.
6'6", 25 years old, tremendous upside.
We're gonna go up and get it.
Strong, athletic.
Too short that time.
Just couldn't finish around the trees on that one, but I mean, 6'6", can shoot the jumper, very athletic, and someone is down.
Onwubere is hurt.
Oh. Let's see. He's literally,
Now Coach Tim complaining
yeah. Unless it's
because
like,
they had the ball. They were in the offensive end.
exactly. That's not a, unless it's like a life-threatening thing. Ooh. Caporal got him in the throat. That's, I don't know if that was intentional, but that definitely hurts. I've been hit in the neck area, and it's not fun. And that was just like a forearm. He got hit with an elbow, so that's smarts. But like you said, Coach Tim Cohn has a legitimate gripe. Unless it's like life-threatening or the sky is falling, you're not supposed to call timeouts like that. So let's see how they sort this one out. Once again, boom. You can see it. Kaboom. Right elbow to Adam's apple. I think the apple is in pieces right now.
Well, he's recovered. The offense will stay with Barangay Ginebra. Pringle scores.
Don't get him going. If you're Northport, do not get him going. He is a guy that can score in bunches and just really put on the heat.
Well, the numbers we showed you earlier during the pregame for Pringle, a lot of those came in the latter stage of that game of theirs. In the first 2 quarters, he was just going through the motions.
Onwubere going hard to the basket there. Looks like some color between Prince Caporal and Slaughter as well. I think they, ooh, slip. The ball slipped out of Teniente's hands.
Nice find. Onwubere was open there.
He's not.
Brings it closer.
Onwubere's kind of upset. He felt maybe that that elbow was malicious or on purpose. So he just went right at Prince Caporal. Look, and now the referee's telling him, you can't do that. You already called the foul. I don't understand why the referee's talking to him, maybe warning him. Watch it. But that's okay. I'd rather have the referee tell me watch it than just call it later.
6 points now for Sydney Onwubere. 3-pointer and 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Stanley, look how quick. You guys want to see laterals? If you're on defense, you're like, where did he go? Hey, I think they woke up on Ubere. This guy's on a mission now. This is gonna be interesting. Gosh, look how basketball changes so fast. As we see Stan Hardinger trying to do a Marlo Aquino Kili shot.
Three's gonna drop there. Well, Balanza can hit that three.
That's 10 points. Northport is up.
Talk about an all-energy addition. Sydney Onwubere, exceptional already here.
Yeah, this guy's amazing. Onwubere made a name for himself inside the PBA bubble, playing for rain or shine. But you know, now he's doing more of the same thing for Northport Batang Pier. He's been giving the squad a lot of energy on both ends of the floor, and you can see his conference numbers there: 13, 44%. 6 boards, almost 7, and 2 assists. And you know, he is the all-energy addition that Northport wanted, needed, and is getting. And right now they may have flipped the switch and made him like super energy, because he's not too happy about that elbow that hit him in the throat. So he's going even harder. So let's see what happens.
Northport gave up 2 players just to get Sydney Onwubere. They got rid of Bradwin Ginto and Clint Doliges, because Coach Pido said this is one gentleman that can help our squad. Pringle now starting to get hot.
Yes, Stan the man. So explosive. Uh-oh, who's back?
Just short, but
Look
there
at
is Greg Slaughter. Denied that time.
Good crowding defense by the Gin Kings.
Bolick, nice setup. Malonza for 3.
They're dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. You cannot let Northport get wide open shots like that, because they'll bury it.
That's a great play run there by Northport. They have shooters on the wings. Popping out was Sean Anthony. They're now up by 11. Japet, short. Stan Hardinger's there. Foul's going to be called there on Anthony.
You know, Japeth has a little bit of a difficulty when you muscle him, when you bully him, kind of. And that kind of showed against Magnolia. He was getting pushed around by Cruz and Salangsang. And they're doing a lot of the same, I guess, tactics. Maybe they learned that's the way to guard Japeth, because he's more comfortable facing up than he is with back to the basket.
The save goes to Japet.
That's a long shot from Teniente. And Stan Hardinger hits the floor. These guys are going at it, man. That's all I can say.
It's 5-on-4. Anthony.
What is
Kick
that?
it back out.
I think he turned his ankle.
Balanza. Foul's going to be called there.
I think that's going to get Scotty Thompson. Stan Hardinger is complaining to the referee. Got hit in the head area.
That's Gray checking in. Jonathan Gray.
Jonathan Gray. You know, this is going to be a physical battle. You could smell it already.
Another banger here in Troy Reich, a big man who can hit the outside shot.
Greg
Slaughter looks like,
he looks like he's on a mission. You know what I mean?
and he wants to come up with a victory here more than anything else, and nothing can stop him. Bolik inside. Gray puts it up and in.
That was smooth. Jonathan Gray checking in and pushing the gas pedal. 2 points for him.
13 points is the lead here for Northport. Scotty Thompson coming off the bench here today. Christian will miss. Anthony with the rebound.
Always active, John Anthony. He's another energy guy for you, that's for sure. Bolik.
Look at the numbers there. Both of them with 14 attempts each. Northport making 9, only 4 for Barangay Ginebra.
You know, what I really like about Northport is the way that they attack. They're relentless. You know, there's no fear in the way that they do things. They don't care how tall you are. Look at that. They're just a little stronger. That was a missed shot. But look, they're getting second and third opportunities. And they're just like, if you give us an inch, we'll take it. Oh, it's a terrible pass.
That's a backing violation, no question about that one. But if you're Coach Pido, you're happy with the aggressiveness being shown by your squad.
See, almost too aggressive at times. That's why he's saying, chill out, boys. Just chill out. You got them where you want them at this juncture of the ball game. Again, this is a good matchup. Pringle standing at about 6'1", going against a 6'6" athletic Malonzo. That's a good matchup to see.
Japet now with that jumper, not going to drop. Seems like he doesn't want to mix it up down low.
Oh,
Nice block
Scotty.
there from Scotty.
Scotty denial. Wow. At the top. Let's see it once again in slow motion. He's up and he's saying, not in my house. Uncle Scotty. What an amazing specimen.
That's a guard against a power forward.
You look like a volleyball spike. You're not in the Olympics today, buddy. I mean, jeez. Kaboom.
Nice swing.
Gray. Ooh, it was online, but a mile short.
Barangay Ginebra with only 9 points and already 10 minutes gone here in period number 1. JD for 3.
That's a guy who can light it up. Obviously, done it throughout the years. If you're going to leave him open, that's going to be your problem.
Instant offense off the bench for Jared Dillinger. Trying to look inside. And again, Scotty Thompson wins that matchup.
Scotty. Gosh, gotta love the way he plays. So active. I think has probably 2 of the most athletic legs you're ever gonna find in the PBA. Not just he jumps strong, he jumps quick. Let's look at this 3-pointer once again. Care of JD, Jared Dillinger. And anyways, going back to Scotty, he's got everything you would want. And I don't know any guard who gets more oohs and ahs off of rebounds and block shots. Jared was open again. They got him a little late.
Falling away. No.
Japeth
Aguilar inside. Basket and 1.
Looked like Japeth kind of pushed off there, and exactly what Coach Pido is saying. Maybe got 2 hands at the back of Troy Reich, but he got away with it and he got the rebound. Let's see it once again. I don't know if we can see it down here. It was close. Anyways, good let go. Maybe that's the shot that will get Japeth back in rhythm on offense, because he's not been on rhythm.
He's going to miss that free throw there.
Yeah.
Normally a reliable free throw shooter.
I didn't talk about his free throw, so it's not my fault he missed it, okay? Okay. Ooh, that was tight,
Right.
very tight.
Elordi, who just checked in, overshoots.
Left space. Ooh, that was a good time. So smart, just so smart. LA didn't panic. He said, hey, we're in trouble. Just call a quick timeout, regroup.
Well, they do have a 30-second timeout to burn. They did that right here. We're going to hang on to the air here, Vince.
You know, this is that time when coaches really earn their paychecks. They had to make some tough decisions because you got to figure out who's doing it, who's not, who deserves the playing time, who's fitting into my system. And, you know, it's tough because you're going to have some good guys that are going to have to, you know, ride the pine a little bit longer than they're used to. But you can't play around anymore. I mean, with your record at 1-2, you got to start racking up the W's, and it's time to, you know, put your best foot forward in that respect.
Well, the first hurdle, once again, we talked about it during the pregame, is to make sure you're out of the bottom 4.
Yeah.
Because the bottom 4 automatically done.
Actually, for me, bottom 6, because it's killer. Because if you're the last 2, 7 and 8, you got to beat number 1 and 2 or 2 twice. You're twice to beat. So those are killer. You don't want to be, for me, in the bottom 6.
Aya is going to check in for the first time. They go to Pringle.
Look at this quickness. Look at that quickness.
Shooting over Lord.
Yes. Quickness personified, Stanley Pringle.
Lead is now just down to 6. That's from a high of 13.
He's open. Should have took that shot probably. That was kind of ill-advised right there.
Foul's going to be called there. Northport only their 4th team foul.
See, now Ginebra is starting to get those solid defensive sets and making life hard for Northport. It looked like for a second there, Northport was going to run away to, you know, they already had a double digit. It looked like they were going to go with like 20-25 lead. But, you know, credit to Ginebra for fighting back and using their defense.
Shot clock and game clock down to 2. Anthony with the rebound. And we're done with 1 quarter here. Good start by Northport, and they've hung on. They're up by 6. Buoyed by the country's first ever Olympic gold medal in 96 years, Team Philippines' chance to win more medals is stronger than ever. Let's continue to share our outpouring love and support to our athletes by watching the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 on Signal, TV5, One Sports, One Sports Plus, Signal Play, PLDT, and Smart with hashtag #SeeUsStronger. Again, congratulations to Heidelin Diaz. Woo! Very first gold medal for the Philippines.
That was such an amazing moment for, you know, obviously not just her, but the entire nation. She made us all so proud, and we're just so happy for her and her career. I mean, we've seen her from, you know, her infancy and where she started in weightlifting to up to where she is now, and it's just a perfect ending because she said she wanted to start a family already, and this is her last chance to, you know, go to the Olympics before she does that, and she's probably not going to compete after that. So just so happy that we saw her at her very best.
Well, she did make a statement right after saying she will still compete in the SEA Games, and she's going to compete in 1 more Asian Games.
Mr. Pringle, waxing hot.
And here comes Barangay Ginebra, now just down by 3.
Stanley Pringle, the first in double figures tonight with 11.
Almost a steal.
Oh, he's open if you get him the ball. Okay,
well, he was open.
That's okay. A lot of hands.
Alonso's going to step on the baseline. Sideline, rather.
A lot of reaching hands, slapping hands at that ball on on Greg Slaughter. They're trying to call for a foul, but they're not getting it.
Looking to try to come even closer. Pringle to the corner. Gets it back. Long two. No. Foul on Ayaay. Over the back foul there.
Anthony,
Sent Anthony crashing to the deck.
Anthony always in a good position to at least block out to try to get those boards. So makes it much easier for referees to call over the back if you got the guy right behind you.
Sidney Onubere back here. Onubere had a very good first 12 minutes. Bolick quickly trying to get it out of his hands. Malonzo. 3 on the way, short. Touch passing, Ayaay launches. A little bit too strong. Greg taps it.
Look at Greg. Thought JD was going to go get that. Maybe in the last conferences he would have.
Bolick hits from the outside.
Bolick, such a big player. Plays so huge. That's 5 points for Bolick to go with his 2 boards and 2 assists. Another solid performance for him in this early goings.
Sticking too close that time.
Yep. They got some guys who can shake you. I mean, especially Scotty and Stanley Pringle. As we look at this shot once again from Bolick. Finds nothing but nylon with that shot. For me, this is the key. This is the reason why Ginebra either sinks or swims a lot of times. If LA Tenorio plays well, you know, good things happen for the team. But this looks to me the times that LA struggles, the whole team struggles.
That's why they're looking for a backup point guard they can count on when Teniente does retire.
Wow. That's just a great individual play by Bolick. Of course, on the other side, Onubere and Malonzo and Slaughter kind of irked at him because they were like, give me the ball, get it to Greg inside, but Onubere went the other way. So the dynamics of a team, it's always fun to watch.
Bolick's going to get that first drop. So far, you have a very pleased Coach Pido Harencio.
Yeah.
What is he doing? I'm serious. I'm asking you something.
So Jared Dillinger is serious about asking a question to the referee. Jared, one of the more cerebral players we have in the league. Jared open. Uh-oh, he hit one earlier.
A little bit too strong that time. Bolick tracks it down. Looking inside, Greg.
A lot of contact.
Too strong though.
A lot of contact. Again, Coach Pido not happy. That's
They're gonna say it's gonna count.
Let's see.
It should.
It's borderline. It's a borderline. They count it or not count it. Basket does count. Whew. Once again, foul. 1, 2. Yeah, correct. This should have counted. You're right. That's right. But the fact that it happened in front of the Northport bench, all you heard was, don't count, don't count. Here's the righty, lefty. Today, lefty. Stan Hardinger has got full support to shoot whatever shot he wants from Coach Tim Cohn, as long as he has a pretty good chance to make it. Greg will shoot that. Oh, it was straight. But
Short
again,
that time.
it's fine that he shoots it, but other guys got to go crash the offensive boards.
Well, I think Barangay Ginebra is going to let him take that shot, despite the fact that he made one in the previous game. Here comes JD. 5 points now in the contest.
Uh-oh, Bullock off. Oh. Just when you thought you had them kind of figured out and you got their rhythm, guys like Bullock hit these off rhythm, not within the real scope of the offense shots, and just drain every ounce you thought of coming back in this ball game.
This timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Back to the action here at the Nana Sports Arena in Pasig. Anthony Sutaya together with Vince the Prince. He's on for the game of Barangay Ginebra up against Northport Batang Pier. And right now, Northport, just like a lot of the basketball analysts have been saying, a team to watch out for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They got it all. They got strength, they got size, and they got shooting, and they got heady players like Bullock, who's got 10 points in this ball game. He's just, that was a dagger. I mean, we're early into the game. I mean, it's what, the second quarter here, and that's a dagger. That's a statement to say, hey, better not leave me open.
And that's why Coach Tim called that timeout. He was not pleased with the defense of Ayay. Gave Bullock just too much space. .825 still to be played. A whole lot of basketball yet. Shot's gonna drop from the outside.
The old pick and roll run to perfection. You know, it takes a lot of good decision making to run an effective pick and roll, and well, give it to LA, you're gonna get the right decisions made all the time.
That might be a charge. It is.
Again, LA. Just knowing when guys out of control a little bit, just step right in there, take the contact, and take the ball going your way.
Brian Enriquez has checked in here for Barangay Ginebra. Another one of those young pickups they have. Let's see how he does in the biggest stage. Tenorio thought about it. Goes inside. Thompson, Enriquez.
Uh-oh, wide open, same spot.
Short that time. Big rebound. Balanza loves to crash the boards. Can hit the outside shot. Goes all the way inside.
Oh! Balanza with the sidestep, going right at the big man, Christian Stanhardinger. Again, don't. What do you call it? This Northport team just doesn't fear. You give them an inch and they will take it.
Nice whip there.
Ooh, good block. On Lubere. Blocking at the top. Only 6 points. 3 seconds on the shot clock, by the way, 3.4.
Coaching staff of Barangay Ginebra. Quick to point that out. Not gonna matter though.
Doesn't matter. It was a jump ball. Bullock. Gotta love it. This is a kid who had a ACL, spent a lot of time doing rehab. A lot of people had doubts whether he's going to come back in the same kind of form, and here he is on the big stage against some of the biggest guys, going right at him. No fear. Look at that. That's just 1-on-3. I told you, man. He says, you better fear me. Fear the, not beard, fear the mustache. Well, there's a little bit of a goat.
He's got everything going.
The best mustache by far that I've seen. Now, I don't know all about the whole Francis Arnaiz days and Philip Cesar times, but from what I've seen, that's the best mustache in modern day. He's got the goat mustache.
Tenorio. Floater works.
Nothing flashy, just effective. Greg is open.
Onobere
Oh,
finds Greg.
That's Greg.
I thought he was going to try to slam that through.
He probably thought about it. Again, he's got those legs now that can handle that move for him now. Good
Side
drop,
to Christian.
Good drop.
Basket and one.
That's just. LA Tenorio is making everything good happen. Like I said, the times he plays really well, his team does so well. But when he has a tough time, it seems like everybody has a rough time. Did you see that pass? How he had millimeters to get this thing through. Somehow he did. Let's look at this once again. Greg taking a little contact there too. Again, look at that pass. Look at that pass. Right into traffic against 3 defenders. And you got to give credit as well to Christian Stenhardinger for catching it and putting it up. But that pass, most players will fear a turnover trying to make that kind of pass.
We're going to have a full timeout here. We'll be back for more action in just a bit.
And we're back. Northport enjoying a 6-point lead against Ginebra here in the 2021 PBA Philippine Cup. The stellar team anchored by the big man, Greg Zilla. Greg Slaughter is really taking Ginebra's inside game to the hilt, giving them a lot of pressure inside. Can they sustain is the question.
Just about 6 minutes remaining here before we get to the halftime break, and here's Northport once again.
Wow.
Courtesy of Slaughter.
That's a 6-point for Slaughter. He also has 3 boards.
Short that time. Off and running.
Oh, almost. But he got fouled. Talk about athletic play there. Hello. That would have been play of the century, I think. Look how far he took off from as we look at this back down there from Greg Slaughter. Again, one-on-one, he's got the advantage. It's when you double team him, triple team him. Obviously, that'll make anybody back up a little bit. But what an amazing athletic play by Malonzo. I'd like to see it once again. He took off from so far out. He really wanted to cram it home with 2 hands.
Missed that first free throw though. Looking to give Northport a 9-point lead.
Short. Guess who
But
gets
Anthony.
it? Mr. Energy, Anthony. And they're going to get him for a backing violation. It's tough to call that sometimes because the line isn't exactly clear around the the middle
That's true.
circle there because they've got so many designs, see? So, anyways.
So they're just going to estimate it. LA calling out the play. Shot clock down to 7. Might have to take this himself. Gives it up. It's going to be another
Man,
turnover for
extra
Barangay
energy.
Ginebra.
You got to give credit to the defenses, though. I mean, the way that they've scouted, they know the tendencies, who's having difficulty doing what. Oh, Anthony can hit that too. Give it to him. Northport. This is a team on the surge. You can never underestimate these guys.
Enriquez
Good pass.
falling away a little bit too strong. Malonzo with the rebound, and here comes the Northport once again. Already with an imposing 11-point lead.
It's open. Balanza.
He can make that a little bit too strong though.
Around the back. Stand the man.
Enriquez using that screen. That's going to drop there. Spinning move from Christian.
Good set for Ginebra on that one. Just played under control. Took with the defense. Allowed.
Lead down to 9.
Oh, he'll hit it again. Same spot.
This time choosing to go closer. Couple of spins, and then the miss. Pringle.
Stan made that happen. I thought Malonzo played pretty decent defense, but Stan is smart enough. If you got a guy next to him, or next to you, you don't just go straight up. You go into that guy, force the referee into making a call, and that's exactly what he did.
First is good for Pringle. Caparal's going to check back in. Christian might be done here for the first half. This is the closest Barangay Ginebra has been. Quite a bit.
Yeah, 7 points only. It's like they're gonna see if they can expose the height difference between Slaughter and Caporal here. Oh, crossover for Greg. Oh, but he gets it back.
There was a change of possession.
Oh, he
So
gets
got
fouled.
a brand new 24, and yes,
That's
3 coming
is
up
that-
here. Foul from Enriquez.
You do not foul a jump shooter. That's what the referee, our coaches will always tell you. And Anthony, always a threat from pretty much anywhere. He likes it inside, he likes it outside. So we shall see if he can convert these free throws. No, they got it for a 2. His foot was on the line. No, I'm sorry. It was a 3. It was a 3. I stand corrected. Got to make those free throws. Every point counts against a super quality team like Barangay Ginebra. Short again. That's 0 for 2. That's a wasted trip.
Well, he made the first. The first one dropped.
Gotta
So he's
make-
1 out of 2.
So he's 1 out of 2. Okay.
JD now checking in for Enriquez. Scotty Thompson coming in as well.
There we go. So let's see. How will Ginebra respond? They're being pressured by Batang Pier.
Cabral try to bring it closer. Pringle turning the corner, then falling away. No. Where's the foul going to be? It's going to be on Thompson.
I think they're going to get Scotty. It's just an amazing thought that the 6-foot guy is probably one of the most feared guys inside for rebounds, especially when there's guys that are 6'6", 6'8" around.
Barangay Ginebra in the penalty, so 2 free throws coming up here for Balanza. A deadly shooter during his collegiate career. Lead back up to 10 here. Could be 11. A little bit too strong. There's Anthony once again. Bolik.
Oh,
Extra pass.
You can hit
Malonza
that.
for 3. No. But once again, they got the shot that they wanted, Vince.
yeah, exactly. I was about to say, good offensive set. They got the shot they wanted. They just didn't make it.
Pringle. Nice look inside.
This is I'm sure, a big challenge by Coach Tim Cohn to Japeth. You know, he's going against his old teammate who used to go against in practice all the time. He's got to be more effective.
Anthony thought about it. Long 2. Jamie's going to get that back.
Bolik going into the arcade machine there. Looked like he was wow. He's got back. Got bounced left and right. This once again. See, if Japeth goes up, he does a little jump hook there. He can create that space that he needs to get his shot off. He has a hard time when it's back to the basket though. So jump hooks are good. Facing the basket is good. But in my estimation, he has a hard time when you say back me down 2 feet, power move. You know, that's just hard for him. A lot
Free
of
throws. Not really working here.
Anthony and Jared Dillinger going at it. How many times have we seen that over the years?
Go 9. Still to be played here. Pringle. Final 2 minutes here of the first half. Nobody taking Bolik there. They're lucky he missed. Pringle goes up high. Foul's going to be called.
Greg's going to say, hey, he
Might
jumped
be on
into
Greg.
me. And he has a legitimate gripe there, to me, if you ask me. Because he was just standing there. Japeth went into him towards the basket. And it's not his fault. He's 7 foot and huge. See? Anyways, it is what it is.
Can Japeth make the free throws? Both these teams have struggled from the 15-foot line. Japeth makes the first.
Japeth does. 5 points, 4 rebounds for Japeth thus far. But we know how he can also explode, especially for those thunder dunks of his.
Makes both. And that cuts the lead down to 7.
We're going to have a timeout by Northport.
We will hang on to the air.
They're up by 7. But they obviously want to increase that if they can before halftime. You know, this is where, again, the coaches make their big bucks. This is where they talk about execution. They talk about flow. They talk about extra passes, playing unselfish, playing good defense, and all of those wonderful things to make W's happen for your team.
48-35 is our tally here. We're coming to you from the Inana Sports Arena in Pasig. Final 2 minutes before we take a short break. Good evening, Philippines. Thank you very much for joining us here for basketball action this Friday evening.
A great battle of scoring guards as well, as Stanley Pringle and Bolek both have 13 points in this ball game. Two highest scorers in the game thus far. Anthony can hit that. Boom. Wow.
Power rebound there.
Way above the rim.
Aguilar challenges inside. Yes.
See, when you get him moving forward, then yeah, he's very effective.
Closest
Nice shot.
that Barangay Ginebra has gotten. It's
much.
now at 5.
That's not the way I'm sure Coach Pido planned it after that timeout. Ooh, nice
Balanza with a
fake.
fake.
What a fake.
And the basket.
He's got his confidence way up as well. Stellar play from Balanza.
Pringle. Easy 2.
Just, I may not be as tall as you, Malonzo, but I'm quicker. Bye-bye.
Extra pass.
Once again, Balanza putting on a clinic here. Now 12 points for him.
That's back-to-back threes and the lead. Back up here to 9. Japet, 3 of his own. No. About a 6-second difference. The game clock and the shot clock here. They swing it out. Malonzo. Balanza for another 3.
In and out. Good
tap.
tip. Great tip by Greg. Great
Gonna go
tip.
for the last shot.
Sometimes you can't get that rebound, but a tip to get ball possession is good enough. Greg.
Slaughter for 3.
Oh.
What an effort here for Greg. And he has led the charge for his squad on both ends of the floor. Northport ahead, 51-42 here against Barangay Ginebra.
So, it's down to this. The journey of Heidelin Diaz. From a youngster competing for her very first Olympics back in 2008 in Beijing, China. To 2012 in London. To winning the silver medal back in 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's down to this. One lift for the goal. Philippines, the wait is over! The gold is yours! Heidelin Diaz, the gold medalist of the women's 55-kilogram category in weightlifting for the Tokyo Olympics. Pilipinas, gintong medalya para sa'yo. And then the explosion of emotions from Heidelin Diaz. All the sacrifices, putting her life on pause just for this moment, for this one lift, for this one chance to give the Philippines its first ever gold medal in the Olympic game. And it's hers. Your gold medalist for the women's 55-kilogram category in weightlifting is a Filipina. Her name will go down in history books. Her name is Heidelin Diaz.
Dropped it to Greg. Over Santos. Arwin Santos. Hey, he got posterized on that one. Hooks it over to Japet. Japet at the baseline jam with a foul to boot. Chance for the three-point play. Brgy, he lost it, or what are they gonna do? Well, they tried to go for the foul, I think. Arwin jumper. Oh, that's really big. That's really big.
And yun nga, Arwin Santos just makes the shots whenever you need them.
Up here, there's Skyways. As Malonzo. Slam dunk.
Seconds. Ball curling for the win. Sangalang! A last second find.
What a great, well-executed play. We called
Wow!
it.
Welcome back to Nara Sports Arena here in Pasig. It is 51-42 Northport over Barangay Ginebra San Miguel, and it's been a close match so far. Northport got the early lead and they've never looked back. So take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Yeah, let's look at some numbers there. You know, Ginebra just almost the same field goal percentage as Northport, but look at the discrepancy in the rebounds. I would say thus far, Greg Zilla and company are really winning that battle of the inside, 33-21. Three-point shooting, they're shooting a little bit better, 8 out of 20. That's nearly 50% compared to the 3 points of Ginebra, which is only 4 out of 11. Fast break points, paint points, where they, whereas Ginebra really got the better of Northport, 20-14. But fast break points, Northport is moving the ball, 10-4.
Leading scores for both these squads: Pringle with 15, LA Tenorio with 8, Aguilar with 8, Stan Hardinger with 6, and Dillinger with 5 coming off the bench. 51 total for Northport, 13 for Bolig, 12 for Balanza. Off the bench, Onwubere, Slaughter, and Anthony with 8, 6, and 5 respectively.
Yeah, I thought Ginebra did a pretty good job of trying to limit the output of Greg, but they forgot about Bolig and Balanza, so they were able to really get the best of them. But you know, you got to give credit to the single efforts of Stanley Pringle, who really waxed hot for Ginebra.
Let's take a look at Greg Slaughter and his trip from his entry into the PBA to the Rookie of the Year in 2014, 2017 Best Player of the Conference, and now a 4-time champion with Barangay Ginebra
Exactly.
before he left.
So, you know, this is a guy that has really had a storied career. A lot of people talked about him, and then the injuries started to set in, and he was really hampered and slowed down. But you know, he took some time off. I think he went to the States and did a lot of different kinds of workouts, and I think has worked himself back into much better shape. And you know, we talked at the top of the telecast about who won the swab. Thus far, it looks like maybe it could be Slaughter.
Here's Christian. I guess he heard you. Looking for a 3-point play. 2 free throws coming up. A foul's going to be called on Greg, or is it going to be on Sydney, on Onwubere?
Always trying to prove me wrong, you guys. Anyways, Onwubere taking the brunt of that drive of Christian Sanhardinger. Obviously trying to add to his tallies. Got a funky left-handed free throw, which I've been staring at and I'm trying to figure it out. But you know, he is a natural lefty, but he was forced to shoot right-handed for so long, and it's like a breath of fresh air for him to go back to left. But it just looks different thus far.
Well, it worked there. 2 out of 2.
It happens.
They go inside. Look at the aggressiveness. Greg, yes,
Look
just
at it.
getting that ball.
Quick, wide open. You got to shoot that. You remember last
He didn't
game?
look like he was ready.
Exactly. Last game, he was pulled to the side by Coach Pido about not taking open shots. That was one of them as well. He was open.
Japet picks up that rebound. I guess they saw those numbers. They got killed off the boards. Here's Scotty once again. Pringle inside.
Just such a jitterbug. He can go left, he can go right. Makes you look kind of foolish sometimes. Just amazingly quick laterally. Left, right, left. Bye-bye. Wide open shot.
A timeout is going to be called here. This timeout brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Earlier we showed you the road of Greg Slaughter, and here we have Christian Standhardinger. Best player of the conference, and they're leading Northport, part of the 2019 PBA Mythical First Team. 2020 PBA All Defensive Team with Northport. And then now, flexing his muscles for Barangay Ginebra. .51-46 is our tally. Second half has just begun. A quick start here for Barangay Ginebra. Greg, nice pass to Onwubere. Sydney overshoots.
Ooh, but Malonzo's there.
You're gonna have to take this one.
Again, passing up open shots. You could just see the look of disgust on Coach Pido's face. They're also trying to claim that the ball grazed the rim. So, anyways, the referees didn't see it that way.
But again, that's lack of recognition. You gotta look up at the shot clock. Japet thought about it. Scotty will lose it.
2 seconds. Good.
Christian drops
Good
it.
shot. Big shot, good shot. Exactly what they needed, and they are only down by a mere 3 points.
Just one basket. Onwubere. Now he takes. A little bit too strong. Off and running. Japet!
Uh-oh. Can't be late getting back on defense. Just when you thought you had them figured out, they're only down by 1.
Balanza starting out here in the second half because of his hot shooting in the first. Greg, that's a nice find. Onwubere, short. Malonzo with the offensive rebound. Carves out space.
Nothing much Stan could do. He's given up way too many inches against a very athletic Malonzo.
Wanted to make sure there was no three-point play. Just gave him the basket.
Smart.
LA puts it up, will miss.
Oh, but Scotty able to tip it to his teammate Japet there. Extra time.
That's why you've really got to box out Scotty. There he is once again.
Oh! Jiminy Christmas, how high does he get?
No look pass. Shot clock is at 2. LA, no.
And another offensive rebound. More time on the clock. That's a lot of time playing defense for Northport. Coach Tim wanted a foul on that one. Stanley Pringle went hard to the basket.
Bolick gets away.
Look at Bolick. Don't ever keep your eye off. You know, it's like one of those magicians. Don't ever lose sight of the ball. Like, whenever Bolick has the ball, just don't lose sight of him.
Follow Malonzo.
Yep. Malonzo and Stan Hardinger. Of course, we always know Christian likes the contact. Look at that. Kind of off foot, right hand, right foot, which is something they don't really teach. Again, off rhythm. But Bolek has made it an art form.
Pringle. Up to Caparal, who's just checked in.
He can hit that.
And he does.
Oh, I told you.
That's why he's there to stretch the floor.
The Princes have touch.
Well said.
No, the Prince. He's the Prince.
Anthony can't answer.
Good physical block out there by Christian. Oh,
Passing off in the last minute. Stan Hardinger trying to play point. Nice look inside. Slaughter asking for the foul. Felt there was a lot of contact.
yeah, he could have been very much right, but again, play on. Got to play hard.
And again, all throughout the conference so far here, Vince, those are the calls that the referees have let go. It's been very
You're right.
physical here this
Yeah,
conference.
you're right. You're right. Which is fun. That's what the fans really want to see. Let them play.
Maybe not the coaches, maybe not necessarily the players when
Maybe-
they get fouled. Anthony for three.
Definitely not the shooter. Whoever's shooting the ball, if you don't get the call. But like you said, very consistent.
Caparal thought about it, brings it closer, long two.
Prince. Look at Prince. Those are key buckets for his team. Good spin.
Nice spin.
Oh, everything but the shot.
That would have been part of the highlight play for this conference if it went down.
This guy is the real deal. Bolek, don't let the looks or the size fool you. He's a very heady player, plays beyond his years, beyond his height, and he just makes really good things happen for his team.
You know, Vince, he's been playing so well here this conference. People have forgotten he's coming off an ACL injury.
Yeah, which makes it even double amazing because a guy who was hampered by such a treacherous injury, which in a lot of cases years ago would have been even perhaps career-ending. I mean, he's come back and he doesn't show any 1% bit of any injury.
And to add to that, among all the players on the court, he's the one who's been out of action much longer. He didn't play in the bubble.
Doesn't show. Does not show at all. Hasn't skipped a beat. In fact, perhaps it's added something to his
I
game.
think so.
Really, really amazing. Oh,
Almost a steal. It's
Anthony. And he completes it. He gets a Bolek open. Oh, that was a huge backbreaker shot for them if he would have made that. He was open.
Well, again, as long as you get the shots, your shooters in the right spots, coaches are happy. There's another good shot, just not getting to drop, and here comes Bolek once again.
Uh-oh. Another guy who can make shots if he hits the rim.
He hit one early in the first half, and he's missed two here already.
He did. Not, I don't know, he's kind of wincing too. I don't know if it's that calf of his that's bothering him. Yeah, it probably is.
Sean Anthony going to take a seat. Here comes Reich in
That
for
hurts.
Sean.
You know, I've had strains like that, calf strains. It's tough. Every step you take hurts. And then here's a guy who could really open up things for the Gin Kings. We've seen him wax hot in, many years past.
That's why he was highly coveted by Coach Tim Cohn. He's a floor spacer for sure. Getting away is Teniente.
Just a very mobile, agile, smart general.
The lead is down to a basket. 59-57. Balanza forces, misses. Scotty. Looked like the pass was a little bit
It did, but
too much.
credit those amazing legs. Scotty tracks it down.
The tip goes to Barangay Ginebra. Looking for the lead now. Who would have thought?
Tap out there by Troy Reich.
Quick hands there for the big man.
We got a tie ball game as Malonzo comes back to the court. Look at this once again. Teniente Tenorio using the basket as another aid in helping. Again, that track down by Scotty. I mean, he's one of the few guys who could have, number one, got to that ball. Number two, put on the brakes so fast. Number three, go up strong. Just an amazing talent. Dillinger was open. Good idea. He was there, but he stopped, and he's saying, you know, my fault.
Jeff Thomas saying, that was a layup, buddy.
It was.
On the outside now to Slaughter. Will he take another three? We'll give it up. Two-man game here. Alonso will be fouled there.
We're going to call JD on the ground.
He quickly acknowledges.
You got to guard this Malonzo. He can shoot those shots from far away, as well as goes quick and strong to the basket as well.
You know, Vince, this is the first deadlock of the ball game at
Wow.
59. Malonzo looking to break the tie. Misses.
Another. Oh, good save there by Malonzo. Tracks it down and gets the ball back.
Good transition defense by Barangay Ginebra. Slaughter asking for the pass.
It was
It wasn't on target.
telegraphed. Oh, and that was a horrible pass. Scotty's so mad at himself. He had the right idea. The Japeth had his man sealed, but the pass was just a bullet and way too high.
Looks like a timeout's going to be called here. That's exactly what happens. Coach Bido looking to draw out a play. Their offense has stalled. Back to our coverage here of Barangay Ginebra up against Northport. Anthony Stye together with Vince the Prince. He's on. Let's take a look at Northport, Batang, Pier, and their game here so far.
These are Bolek highlights right here. This guy is just lighting up the scoreboard. He's feeling it. He wants this game badly. He's doing his share. He's got 17 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists. But one more quarter to play, and let's see, will it be enough?
We're still tied at 59. We've been tied at 59 for a few minutes now. Who's going to break the deadlock?
You know, they had a couple times where Greg was open, but the ball was so far away they couldn't get a good pass to him.
Bolek for a long two. Not going to drop.
Ooh, Reich. Almost stealing that defensive board away from Scotty Thompson, but you know, that's Scotty Thompson. It doesn't happen very often.
Turning around, Japet no. Still at 59. Reich can hit
Right
that.
can hit that, exactly. Oh, but not with that kind of shot.
Lead pass not going to work.
Yeah.
Another turnover from Barangay Ginebra.
That's happened a few times where they get these great idea passes, but just execution, pretty dismal failure.
This time it's Coach Tim Cohn pushing the timeout buzzer. We know what Japin Aguilar can bring day in, day out, but during the Manila Classico, they were able to clamp down on him.
Yeah, definitely had a tough outing. And like we mentioned as well, it was Ian Sangalang and Cruz who really, sort of laid the wood on him, really made a muscular type of defense, pushing him as far away as they could, and it paid dividends for them. He only scored 9 points against his average of 14.5, and didn't shoot well, and he just looked out of sorts. So they controlled him, but it's one of those things. It's good it happened early, and he can learn from it and keep improving.
Back to the action here. Can somebody finally break this 59 all deadlock? Only our first tie of the ball game. Nobody seems to wanna take advantage. Onwubet is going to be called for the offensive foul here
against Scotty Thompson. Just hasn't been Northport's quarter. Looking at the scoring here, Ginebra 17 points in this quarter. Northport a mere 8.
Scotty Thompson's going to take a break in. Look who's coming in, Stanley Pringle.
Wow. Think about that, 8 points in about 10 minutes of action. That's not a lot of points.
Chan still trying to go inside. Handing off at the last minute.
That's a good
good
jump.
Defense there.
Good jump. Look at these two guys go at it. Referees thought that they were going to have WWE or something going on, but both these guys, good, clean competition, trying to go for the ball.
The referees were just making sure. Watch it here.
Yeah, they both don't want to let go. Oh, in a violent collision against the backstop there. Good tie-up by Reich. It was good. Now, looked more like Australian rules football than it did basketball there. Anthony can bring it up. Something good has to happen for Northport. They figure out how to put that ball in the basket because they have gone super cold.
Anthony has checked back in. That's a great pass.
There it is. So at least they scored double digits in the third period. Great pass. Nice setup from Anthony.
Dan Hardinger tries to bully his way in. Northport with still some more fouls to give.
You said it right, bully. He just was not to be denied. You hit him once, you hit him twice. He's just going to keep going. Northport up by 2 only. I think this is Gray coming back in the ball game. See if he can put some points on the board for his team. Stanley.
Quick move.
Ooh. Quick, super duper quick, Mr. Stanley Pringle. Just blew by his defender.
Three on the way, a little bit too strong.
Oh,
That's going to be a
gosh.
foul there.
He got hit right in the face. That's Anthony. That hurts. Sometimes it's a finger that goes in your eye or an elbow that hits your nose, but whatever it is, it smarts.
And then he's going to want to get up.
He's going to say, it hurts worse because you called me for the foul.
It's my foul.
Oh, man.
Foul will be on Sean Anthony.
Yeah.
That's going to be the fourth.
Yeah. That replay is a little bit late.
Time for about 3
Oh,
possessions. That's a
Stanley.
poor taking care of the basketball. Balanza!
Oh, huge play. Oh, what a heady play by Balanza. And you would have thought that Japeth would just let him go. Not. Oh, God, that is a great play for Balanza. He threw the ball ahead. Of course, Japeth is licking his chops thinking, I'm going to throw this thing into the bleachers in the 25th row. You know, here's this little guy trying to go against me, but there he is. Balanza, heady play, gives a nice little pump fake, lets Japeth, go into him, and he almost got the three-point play if he'd have made the free throw.
Balanza has missed a couple of free throws here today. Leads at 2. Time now for just 1 possession each.
Dylan.
JD for 3. Nice rebound by Anthony. Looks up and says, okay.
Okay. My head feels better. Let's run. 12 seconds.
Great to orchestrate here. Gray gets away.
Everything but the shot. What a wonderful crossover and nice move, but Gray, but just not able to complete it.
3 quarters are done. Christian Stadhardinger, one of the focal points here of our coverage.
Look at those numbers. 10 points for him, 9 boards. Remember, he had more rebounds than points in the last game. You know, he's not the dominating a lot of points Stan Hardinger you would have saw in Northport. Here he has got a more of a player's stability role, and he really does it well.
We're done with 3. It's a 2-point lead by Northport up against Barangay Ginebra. Gusto mo ba ng kakaibang viewing experience sa PBA? Register to join the PBA Virtual Fan Experience and become a Bida fan. Dahil dito sa PBA, tayo ang bida. Registration link will be posted a day before each PBA game day on the PBA Rush, TV5, and One Sports Facebook page. Games on Sunday there, we got 3 of them. 2 p.m., 4:35, and at 6 in the evening. 7 rather.
That second game is going to be amazing as well. San Miguel versus Ginebra San Miguel. Wow. But, not to be outdone. The first game, Northport, not a long break. They got to go against Talking Tax, who also doesn't get a long break. And our
That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it is a quick 2 days. So, anywho, the 7 p.m. game will feature Rain or Shine versus Terra Firma. So, some really cool games on Sunday here at the Inaros Sports Arena.
Rain or Shine play today as well.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So it's not like those are the only teams having those 2-day turnarounds. A lot of teams have it. Oleg crossed up. Stan Hardinger. What a pass. Drops it down to Sean Anthony, who definitely knows what to do with the ball around that space. So Northport opening up a slim 4-point lead.
Northport, Vince, only had 12 points in that third period.
That's just not going to get it done if you want to get W's. Oh,
Getting away with Springle. Malonzo says, where did I foul him? The referee said, it doesn't matter. You fouled him, period.
what matters is I blew the whistle. We can see it here. Is there a foul? Yeah, they're going to see a little bit of that left-hand push. It wasn't big, but it was enough to, you know, just get your hand off the guy. If you don't want to get the foul, get your hand off. There's Greg. The very strong rebound there. Oh, and Malonzo's open.
Bang!
Oh! 2 hands. So we got the points back real quick. Wonderful outlet pass by Greg Zilla.
He's looking really impressive, Vince.
He's got that look in his eye like he's hungry, you know? The eye of the tiger or something.
I'm not
like
losing tonight.
No. It's the eye of the Godzilla.
That's right. Here's that matchup we were looking at. JD falling away.
Oh.
Will miss.
They got numbers. They got 5 versus 3. If they can. Oh! That was kind of a travel. Let's see.
Gray inside.
Oh, but Greg
Tip in
puts it
from
back.
Slaughter.
Oh, and to make matters worse, it looks like Jopeth is touching his leg, like he's got a soreness. Oh, how quickly things change. Let's look at this once again. Gray's had a couple where he probably should have finished, but no problem. You got big Greg Zilla there to clean it up.
This timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Back to the action here at the United Sports Arena. It's Barangay Ginebra up against Northport, Batang Pier. With the call, Anthony Sutay together with Vince the Prince. He's on. And look at this, Greg Slaughter, 10 points, 9 rebounds, and looking like a man on a mission.
Gregory Slaughter, we call him Greg Zillery Slaughter. Grave, 10 points, 9 boards, 5 out of 8. Just a lot more active. He's doing crossovers. He's shooting 3-pointers. A totally different Slaughter 2.0.
That's the nice way of putting it. Six-point lead opened up here by Northport as we enter the final 10:24 of this ball game.
I think we can come out with a new song. Eye of the Gregzilla.
Well, for the sake of his
maybe.
career, he needs to keep it up. Pringle now, hounded by Malonzo. Shot clock's at 6. Foul's going to be called on Bolick.
Foul baiting. Amazing. Just a smart and heady play once again by LA. I don't think he's had a bad decision tonight. I mean, I've been watching too. I've been trying to critique in a way to see if there's some. Nothing. He's doing everything right.
He hardly has a bad day. Scotty.
Long pass.
Pringle for 3. No. Big
Oh,
rebound there by
foul. Oh, that got him right in the face.
Greg.
JD just smacked him in the chin, and that hurts. Slaughter with 10 points and 10 boards. Really picking up the pace for himself. Stanley Pringle still leads all scorers though with 21. He's prolific. He's open, Alonzo.
Gotta make their move. Anthony does. And he gets away, just he blows the cripple though.
Everything but the shot. Gotta make those.
Scotty, short.
Just too tight. The spacing is not so, it's not where you want it, let's put it that way. Now we're gonna get a push called against Scotty Thompson. Maybe a little bit of a frustration thing from the other side of the court where he thought he got a foul, so he just pushed off here.
And then he gets called.
And then he gets called, so.
It happens.
It does. Again, 6 points. Not a big lead for Northport. But here's a chance for them to add a few points, put out the pressure. Oh, Greg for 3. Oh, on the line, just a little long. Again, no complaints from the coaches. Obviously, he does it in practice. He made one last game. Just keeps the defense honest. This is the modern game with the modern big man shooting longer shots.
JD left open for 3. Short. Greg really battling for those rebounds.
And you got Scotty Thompson in there, 1 versus 4, and he still almost comes up with the ball.
Extra pass. Anthony for 3. Just short.
Okay, a lot of positioning inside. This one they're going to get Gray for the foul. Probably a smart foul. Just hack him. Get him out of his rhythm that far away from the basket. Because he's that dangerous. I mean, that's how prolific he is. Stanley Pringle, 21 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. Solid numbers, and we still got 8:23 to go in the 4th.
A lot of the fans of Ferrer asking why he isn't playing. The report we got is he got vaccinated last Wednesday. And so the doctors advised him not to play today.
Okay.
So we should see him in the next game. So for the fans of Kevin Ferrer, don't worry, he's okay. And he'll be back in the next game.
And he's fully vaxxed.
That's the important thing.
There you go.
Alonso with a kick out.
Oh.
Good active hands.
Now, for me, this is where Northport still has a question mark. Oh, what a shot there by LA. Just flicked it up against the outstretched 7-footer's hands.
But
But
trying to go to the board?
I don't know, but it looked pretty. It had nothing but nylon attached to it.
Eye off the glass, not going to work.
Greg not happy again with the physical play. Oh, Christian was open. Anyways, this goes back to what I was saying. Northport has all the tools, but the question is, who's their closer? You know what I mean? Who's going to be that guy they can rely on to make these things happen? Look at this play once again as well by LA. Just, you can't teach that kind of shot. If you go to a kids clinic or a camp, you don't say shoot it like that. I mean, that's just an inborn trait.
What about this? Very close to getting that one to drop. Malonzo.
Oh,
He was open.
He's gun shy now. He was. See if Greg will take the shot.
He's going to force the issue. Basket and 1.
Oh, these two guys are really going at it. They love our game story, which is who won the swap. That one, it looked to me as if Stan Hardinger was just standing there and perhaps Greg went into him, but again, it's close. Again, it's always toughest, one of the toughest calls in basketball, the charge block. But that time, Slaughter gets the best of that one.
But again, we've never seen this kind of aggressiveness
Exactly.
from Greg Slaughter.
Greg already with a double-double, 12 points, 12 boards. Stan Hardinger, 10 points, 9 boards. Oh, but he misses another crucial free throw. I'm telling you, we get to the end of this game and they start messing around, and 1 point means all the difference. They're always going to remember those missed free throws.
Pringle. Jopper thinking about that jumper. A foul's going to be called here, stopping the play, and that is going to be the final allowed foul here for Northport.
Penalty.
They're now in the penalty, so any foul after here for Northport will send Barangay Ginebra to the line. Barangay Ginebra with 2 more fouls to give.
Uh-oh, wide open. Do not leave him. They dodged the bullet. Northport dodged a big bullet. Not the guy you want to leave open. He's mad at himself. Teniente knows he can make those shots, should make those shots. He just didn't.
Duligas checking in again. He had some quality minutes in the first half.
This is the guy. I don't know if you want setting up all of their play there.
Duligas with a pass. Onwubera is going to lose it.
Gotta finish, boys. If you want to win against a marquee team like Ginebra, gotta be able to close. I'm sure that's driving Coach Pido up the wall there, making him lose his hair. Oh, it's already lost.
Approaching the halfway mark here.
I can say that. He's
of
my
the fourth
teammate.
period.
Such a nice guy. And I got to give kudos and credit to him for what he's done to bring this team to the next level. Absolutely. For one, he put together a stellar roster. Two, he's really creating a culture of winning, of fighting, of going at it, really competing. Looks like Stan will get some free throws here. Again, Pringle with 23 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. Just a lot of numbers on the stat sheet credited to him. Played a lot of minutes too. He's almost at 35 minutes thus far.
Split from the line there. Will bring Barangay Ginebra to within 3.
Token full court pressure put on by El Tenorio, the backcourt. And we go to a timeout.
Stanley Pringle trying to will his team back to victory here. A while ago, split from the line, but expect him to be just as aggressive as this game ends. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Quickness personified. Stan the man Pringle, 24 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. Very high clip, shooting about 60% from the field. He's doing a lot of everything, a lot of individual moves. I mean, you can't teach the stuff he does as well. Does a little bunny hop in the pea patch there. Stanley Pringle, one of the most prolific guards the PBA has ever seen.
3-point lead here for Northport. Final 6 minutes of the contest. Last time out against Magnolia, we talked about it. He had 22 points. Today, 24. Back-to-back stellar games for Stan the man. Going inside. Slaughter.
Oh, that's going to be a foul and a one. Oh, tough. Big guys take up a lot of space. And when he turned, Scotty Thompson was right there, so there was a collision. You know, if that's a guard, I don't think Scotty's going to get this foul, but because Greg is so big, and then Scotty kind of brought his right hand down, kind of an easy call for the referee to make.
First free throw rattles in.
He's a big guy, but he's got pretty soft, feathery touch. Again, free throw is super important. And it's good to see Greg getting his confidence back up. I think he absolutely lost it for some time, and it didn't help that his body wasn't 100%. So again, Greg Zilla 2.0.
Well, he's always been able to make his free throws. Japet, no.
I don't know if Greg's grabbing his ankle. I don't know if he tweaked it a bit. Maybe he sprained it. Him and Japeth, old chums and buddies and teammates going at it. Just
Good to see that again if we can.
we pray both of them are okay. Japeth is walking off the court. Oh, he's okay. Both of them are fine. Just shaking up a bit. Oh, but Greg did twist his right. You can see it there. Ouchie. And then he fell into Japeth, who was behind him, so he couldn't see it, obviously. Good to see they're both okay.
And after all that, Stan Hedinger on the line. First free throw rattles out.
FTs. Missed FTs. Or missed opportunities.
Christian makes a second.
4 points. There we go, Balanza. I would imagine Bullock's coming back in this ball game in the next minute or so.
In the next minute, period. Balanza.
Shoot it.
On Mubere with a
Gotta
shot.
make it. Oh, it was in and out. It was in and out.
Nice save there. You know those two former teammates, Slaughter and Japet. That was Christian there.
Oh,
Scuffle.
wide open.
How do you leave him open?
No idea. No idea. Somebody didn't get the memo. LA's a winner. And you give him an inch, and he will take a foot.
Here comes Robert Bollick.
Oh, that's an offensive. It was. Balanza doesn't like it, and it is debatable, I guess you could say, from his side. And maybe, perhaps, LA embellished. Okay, definitely he did embellish, but the bottom line is, you made it easy for the referee to make that call. And like we said, here comes Bollick.
Balanza all over LA now.
Once again, LA making the things happen for his team.
And that's going to be the baptism of fire really here for Balanza.
Going to school. LA is taking Balanza all the way to higher studies on winning basketball 101.
He's going to learn. You saw the loads of experience LA had there on both ends. Drawing the offensive foul and here picking up a foul defensively.
And then making him pay for that going under on that pick and roll. It's that three. Again, he just knows how to win. He knows how to make things happen when it matters most. Such a tough guard for, and imagine how tall is he? He's not the biggest guy in the world, that's for sure.
But he's one of the smartest.
Let's see. Again.
They're still having Balanza bring it down. Now
Now,
they get it to Bollick.
now they're really gonna put on-ball pressure.
Bollick for three. Nails it.
I gotta love the way he plays. Oh man. Pier, 0%. Bollick. Oh man.
We got a good one on our hands. Here's Christian Stadhardinger. Over to Japet. Japet misses the layup.
He did. And he will say he missed it. He got fouled, yes, but he still should have made it. You got to finish those. Got to go super strong. Dunk that thing 2 hands. Now we run the risk of possibly losing a free throw as well, because he's missed a few, but I hope he doesn't, obviously. But not a very good foul, I would say, by Anubere. You know, if you're going to foul, you got to foul harder than that. A guy that good going to the basket hard. Can't make it easy for him.
Here's Duligas checking in for the youngster Balanza. Balanza had a very good game though. Scoring wise, he was excellent, especially in the first half.
Okay, so there you go. High ball game, 4 minutes to go. 3-quarter pressure being applied. Oh, and he gets the rip. Oh, Look at that play.
Aguilar still
What?
can't get it to drop once again.
What a steal by Japet Aguilar on Wabere, who kind of went to sleep and is looking like, oh no, and that's insult to injury as well. That's a 6th foul on Wabere. Great first half, give him credit, but the second half was kind of a drop-off.
A little bit more experience now with Sean Anthony checking in.
But they're giving up some height, so
Just our 3rd deadlock, Vince, at 76. Japet
they take
breaks
the
it.
lead. Japet, what a steal. Open court. Would you expect Japet to get the steal on the guy bringing the ball down? Wow, great play.
Now he's going to give Barangay Ginebra a 2-point lead. No.
But he missed it. He got his own board. And God, drives coaches crazy. You don't block out the shooter. That just put a lot of wind in the sails of the Ginebra Gin Kings.
Nailing a 3 there is Thompson, and the lead is up to 4.
And the winners just jump on it.
Suddenly, Sean Anthony just leaked out. We're in for an exciting finish here.
Absolutely.
LA asking for a pick. Shot clock down to 6. LA launches and hits.
How many times has he done it? A lot. Did he just do it again? Absolutely. Is he gonna do it again? Oh, you watch.
An offensive foul is going to be called on Robert Bolick.
That, I think Bolick has a pretty much a legitimate gripe here as well, because I don't know. Let's look at this play first of all by LA. Jeez, oh Pizzo. Just makes it look so easy, and we know it's not. I'd like to see that foul they called against Bolick as well. That was tough.
Teniente looking to put the finishing touches. No. Anthony with the rebound. Northport down by 5. They need to score here as you approach the final 2 minutes.
Look at all that contact.
That's going to be the final foul Barangay Ginebra can give up. So both teams now in the penalty.
5 points with 2:30 to go. It's not a safe lead by any stretch of the imagination for Barangay Ginebra, especially with the gunners like Bolick around.
Barangay Ginebra up against Northport is what you're witnessing here. A classic encounter in the 2021 Honda PBA Philippine Cup. Brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Anthony Sutay together with Vince Hizon. And we're all on the edge of our seats for the final 2.5 minutes of this one.
Talk about turning things around. LA Tenorio now with 20 points, 5 boards, and 6 assists. Just picking up where Pringle left off, who has 24, 5, and 2. Great play. You got to give credit to Japet Aguilar, 13 and 8. Nice steal in the open court there. And Christian with 11 points, 10 boards. On the other side, you got Malonzo with 9 points, 11 boards. Bolick with 20 and 4 assists as well. Sean Anthony with 9 and 11. And the last but not least, Greg Slaughter, 14 and 13. Big shot there.
Balanza misses. Scotty tracks it down. LA.
at the patience. Never pressing the panic button is LA Tenorio.
Finds Japet inside.
Oh, it's tough. Right now, you can just see it. Ginebra's just a little bit quicker to the ball. Other guys have seemingly kind of disappeared, who were big scorers in the first half.
Malonzo short. Slaughter quickly puts it through.
Again, 5 points. If Northport wants this ball game, they got to get a stop. Steal would be good as well.
Back in the hands of LA.
Ginebra's smart. Just give the ball to LA. LA makes good things happen.
Nice find.
Oh,
Shot clock.
they
It's
got
gonna run out.
They got to go. That's a foul. They're going to get a foul on LA Tenorio and possibly something else. Looks like he kicked him.
No, they're gonna say the shot clock ran out.
Yeah, so it should be their ball. It should be a foul. Because there was the whistle,
But with the shot clock running out,
And
it's
it-
just a side court inbound.
but it looked like Anthony already had the ball. So that's the good question. Did the buzzer sound when he had the ball already, or was it after he had it? That's the question.
Are they gonna review it? They just say possession, Northport.
Definitely it's Northport's ball, one way or the other. Either he had the ball or the shot clock, but
But if there was a foul, that's 2 free throws.
that's correct. See, Bullock's got something up his sleeve, I'm sure. He wants it. Give him a pick. Do something, guys. Move without the ball.
Bolek for a long 3. Yes!
You want a closer? Bullock says, count me in. I want to help. Oh,
They're gonna review this
we
one.
got to review this because Malonzo says it went off of Ginebra. Should be their ball. Will they review it? I think they should. Bullock sidesteps, kind of like the LeBron James play, but this is LeBolek.
He just nailed that one.
That's a huge play. Humongous. So did they
They review it and they say Barangay Ginebra ball.
and now we got a timeout. Coach Tim Cohn. Uh-oh. Bullock is looking like he's wincing in pain, grabbing his legs. Hey, can't fault these guys for not giving their all. Both teams just going hard.
Back to the action here. A little over a minute remaining in this one. Still the outcome hanging in the balance, Vince.
Absolutely, both of these teams are really gunning for that W, obviously, and they're laying it all on the line. Just a 2-point margin thus far with Ginebra on top. Less than a minute to play, like you said. So many heroes on both sides of the court here, but the question is, as always, which team can execute, which team can make those stops. That's probably going to be your team that takes home the big W tonight.
Checking in is Nico Elorde for defensive purposes up against LA Tenorio.
Well, he's got fresh legs as well. You know, LA logged a lot of minutes tonight.
But he can match LA at least for speed. Pringle is the focal point now. Scotty to LA. LA launches.
Oh,
He'll miss.
so it worked. It worked. The choice to put in somebody new with fresher legs
And now here comes Robert Bolick.
Yeah, because LA is
Offense, defense, substitution.
great play by Coach Pido. Make LA work. He's had 40 minutes of play tonight.
A foul's going to be called on Scotty Thompson. That's 2 free throws.
Here we go. Scotty doesn't like the call. Scotty hasn't been normal Scotty points-wise, and he will foul out. That's a 6th foul. So he checks out with 5 points, 8 boards, 4 assists. But
It'll be good to see that again if we can. But nonetheless, pressure-packed free throws coming up.
is that
That's
the
going
win?
to count for Christian Stadhardinger.
It's a W at the buzzer. What amazing shot there.
Helter Skelter basketball was the name of that last couple of plays. But in the end, Stan Hardinger comes up with this one.
Oh my goodness. We ask who won the swap. Definitely the team that wins, right? So we'll give it to Christian Hardinger. But again, look at these guys, warriors. Anthony diving to the court to get that ball. We look at the Bulldog play by Pringle going up hard. He gets a shot off and he gets the bucket. It looks like it is the game winner. They're still reviewing it though.
That counts, no question.
Oh, it's a done deal. Question is, Pido was asking for a foul when Malonzo went up on the other side. That was a no call. Let's look at it once again. Good play by both.
But that's really what Christian does.
Definitely.
He always crashes the offensive boards.
That's called not giving up. That's called never say die.
And that attitude has given Stan Hardinger and Barangay Ginebra the win here. They take this one, 87-85. As we take a look at our best player of the ball game, our next level player of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. And who is it?
Obviously, none other than the General, the guy who made so many good things happen for his team. Our best player of the game is none other than L.A. Tenorio, the little guy that just makes big things happen for his team. 20 points, 5 boards, 6 assists, 7 to 16, but more than that, the leadership, the confidence he brings to the table, the stops, the big shots, and just an amazing all-around performance from LA, Teniente Tenorio.
When we come back, we're going to hear from LA and Coach Tim Cohn.
importante nung panalo na to for us to go to the Sunday's game. Well, obviously we're really struggling, no? Offensively and defensively. We're still in the process of, the chemistry, getting to know, each other, especially with Christian and some of the new guys, no? Medyo nangangapa pa kami offensively and defensively. Obviously, the chemistry, wala pa rin doon, but we really just have to keep battling, no? Until the end. Ganun talaga. Magsasuffer muna kami. And, in the end, we just have to have the effort, no? Every game. Yun lang naman ang kailangan namin. We might struggle offensively, but yung effort defensively and yung commitment defensively, it should be there all the time.
LA, all-around game from you. Paano ka nag-ready before the game para sa mga susunod mong laban?
Ready? Well, mindset ko lang going to the game. Siyempre, kailangan kong sundin or tingnan ko ano yung game plan, kung ano yung kailangan namin gawin as a team, no? As one of the leaders sa team namin, importante rin na alam ko yung ginagawa, and of course, to make sure na yung mga teammates ko alam din ko ano yung gagawin sa loob ng court, especially yung big games like this.
Thank you, LA.
Thank you. Thank you.
When Malonzo was in that breakaway layup, it looked pretty bleak. Looked like we were going to lose the basketball game. But then Japeth hustles down, comes out of nowhere, and blocks the dunk. And I mean, just a game-saving block. He had one in the bubble too, where he just blocked a shot in the last second. The game saved the game. He did it in the finals a year ago. So amazing. He just didn't quit on the play. And then Christian didn't quit on the play either. He kept running down the floor. He was down there with Japeth on the block, but yet he came all the way back down the floor and within 7 seconds and got that offensive rebound and put it in for the win. There's no question that we are struggling as a team right now. We know it. Players know it. Coaching staff knows it. The fans can obviously see it. We're just trying to find ways to win at this point. And, we were lucky we found a way to win tonight. And we got to turn around and play a really, dynamic, we all know who San Miguel is, and we got to be able to turn around and play them tomorrow. But this was the game we needed, was tonight. And we got off to a poor start, as we've been doing in all of our 4 games. We really got to look at that and figure out what we're doing wrong there. But as long as we continue to battle, we battle and battle and battle, things will start to turn around, and as they did in this game. We battled and battled, and finally the team started to turn around, and we started making some shots and making some stops, and then there's great 2 plays down the stretch in the last possession. Really fantastic.
Next question, Ray Hoble.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations.
Hey, Ray.
Hi. Hi, Coach. He's no longer your player anymore, but how do you like this new version of Greg Slaughter?
Well, Greg is playing really well. He's very active on the floor. He spent a lot of time during his off time. We're really working on his game. I know the coach that he worked with, and I know he's a really good skills coach and development coach. So, he's brought some more weapons to his game, and he was absolutely dominant against San Miguel. He's coming up against, first game was against Jumar, and now the second game was Christian and Japeth, who were tag teaming him. So, those are going to be the 2 toughest, opponents for him personally. So, things are going to work really well. That 1-2 punch of Bullock and Greg is just going to grow and get better. And I think that they're really going to be a contender. They lost to San Miguel by 2 points on a last-second shot by Arwin, and then now they lost again by 2 points. The last second shot by Christian. So those shots eventually are not going to make it in, and they're going to win basketball games. So as long as they continue playing the way they're playing, they're going to be tough for anybody to beat. And like I said, they beat the two, conference favorites. They lost by 2 points to each one of us. So, they have a good future. Again, I love that 1-2 punch of those two guys, Bullock and Slaughter. Bullock just does a really good job of controlling the game. We tested him early in the first half to see if he would give up the ball. And he did beautifully. He gave up the ball, got his teammates involved, and they were really hurting us. So we really had to make a big adjustment in the second half to our defense, and we were able to get a little bit more control. And then Scotty played such an awesome defensive game tonight. Scotty was just really changed the game in the second half with his defense.
Thank you, Coach.
That's all, Coach.
That's all?
Congratulations.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And that does it here for our coverage here of PBA action. In behalf of my partner Vince Hizon, Anthony Stay saying thanks for joining us, everybody. Till next time, take care. Good night. God